So, we got a giant McRib. This is the biggest McRib you've ever seen. If you don't know the McRib, it's the limited edition item from McDonald's, which some people love, some people hate. Some people love it till they eat it. There's all types of mixed reviews on the McRib. Let me spin this thing and we'll get started. What's up, guys? It's giant McRib time. Let's go. We gotta make sure this one doesn't fall. This would be an expensive drop. What's up, guys? It's giant McRib time. Let's go. Nailed it. What time is it my time? It's giant McRib time my time. Let's go. It is. This watch is wrong. Enjoy, Steven. It's supposed to rain by me, and my groin is pulled, so there will be no bike riding for me tomorrow, unfortunately. I'm hoping I get to ride again on Saturday. I hope my groin is fixed and the rain is fixed by Saturday. But without further ado, let's get this sandwich down. Check that out. What's up, Jenny? Jenny's in the Blake Dye stream. It's me and Jenny, it's our 2nd anniversary. So we will be cooking tomorrow. We'll be cooking tomorrow, but oh yeah, I said when you get the bike, Steven, check the 2 bolts going into the spindle, the one on each side, and the cranks. Don't tighten them too much, but just make sure they're not loose. And then the screws that go into the cranks right there, check them and make sure they're not loose either. Because the shops, when they put them together, they always tighten that stuff up if it's loose. And depending on the year, make, model, factory, sometimes it, and they're not like hanging off. I'm just saying like a little bit of tightening, like a tiny bit of tightening. Oh shit. Thank you, Adam. Thank you. Go. Yeah, it's 2:24 a.m. It's 2:24 a.m. I don't know if the Food Network will pick me up. Some networks should pick me up, and first of all, I fully appreciate it. The problem with shows, here's the problem with TV shows, guys. in the past, I've had countless talent agencies, production companies reach out to me, right? We saw your Instagram, we want to make call. I've done the whole conference call thing. Webinars, do you mind if we record you? I'm live on the screen, whatever. Go over everything. And they always go in the same direction. They always go in the same direction. And the direction is, this is great. You could be like the fit man versus food. And then I start to tell him, well, no, I really can't. And they say, well, why can't you? I'm like, almost wait. Nobody's waiting to eat. Somebody asked about my eating. You don't have to eat once a day to do my diet. You don't have to wait until 2 a.m. to do my diet. There's an FAQ right there. There's an FAQ on my website. So I start explaining nutrition to them, when the TV producers and whatever, production companies. I scientifically count all my nutrients. You're like, what do you mean? Oh, these are, I appreciate it, Adam. I'm like, these are unhealthy looking yet healthy meals. I'm like, which I can't do. Number one, you can't do that eating out at restaurants every day unless you get to know, if you get to know the restaurant and you find out the ingredients and all this. Look, doing restaurant challenges, which, number one, challenges aren't even fun. When I go to restaurants, I like to enjoy the food. Just like I do here. I just sit down, relax, kick back, enjoy the food. Cool. Challenges. If I were doing a challenge, half of this would be gone right now. Half of this would be gone. This awesome, awesome sandwich. And I wouldn't be enjoying a single thing. And I'd probably feel sick by the end. Most challenges would be more calories in this. Some spicy thing you can't enjoy. Something it's just going to make you feel like crap. And you got to shove it down your throat as fast as possible. And Viceland might happen. Viceland might happen. You never know. I could see me on that show too. So, once I start explaining what I think is cooler about it, hey, these are enjoyable meals, not challenges. These are to fit my nutritional goals. I lost 60 pounds doing this. Why don't I teach people how to do this on TV? Huh. Then they're like, yeah, that's interesting. All right. We'll call you. We'll get back to our people and we'll call you. You know, like one has called me back out of like probably like 15. One. And so I need some type of show that's informative. If I'm gonna give the Blake diet way away of doing intermittent fasting, yes, I have to get compensated, like immensely. Obviously, they wouldn't get all the recipes and all that stuff, but they'd get some stuff for free, and I'd have to get paid for it. So, what's up, AJ? I don't know if anything will ever be set up or happen, but I would like to have a show. I would like to have a show with the Blake Diet members on it. First of all, Blake Dieters, make sure you guys all took before pictures. Make sure you guys took before pictures. Full frontal, bikini, panties, boxers, underwear, whatever. Tighty whities, meat suit. Because even if you don't want to give them to me, when you reach your goal, you want them to look back and be like, oh damn. Because nobody realizes, check that out. Nobody realizes the way they look until they look way different. When I was overweight, I knew I was overweight, but when I lost the weight and looked at my face, Steven said I kind of have a show right now, subscription only. That's true, Steven. And you're getting more than you would get on a regular TV show because you get the personal touch and all your questions answered. I don't even really care. Like, I think it'd be cool to have a show, but I don't really care about getting a show anymore. Like, my initial thing was before I was teaching it. My initial idea before I was teaching intermittent fasting was blow up on Instagram, get a TV show, make money doing that. And then when so many people were asking for help and I started helping people. Yeah, and full creative control. That is true. That is huge, Steven. Full creative control. So, then I got into helping people more and more, especially after I launched the Blake Diet. I'm like, I don't need a TV show anymore. I'm like, if it happens, awesome. If it doesn't, I will no longer be disappointed. Thank you for asking. My mom did not win, but she did. She did very well. I got some pickles on the side. She did very well for her first time running. How am I skinnier than you? How do I not get fat? What we're talking about here, guys, is a diet. This is a diet. This is the best diet you've ever seen. It is intermittent fasting and flexible dieting on crack. That's basically the Blake diet. And the whole reason why I started helping people was because people were asking me how to start intermittent fasting. And there was, and there still isn't, any decent info on the internet on how to do things right. Sure, fast for 16 hours, eat for 8, whatever. Sure, don't drink coffee. Don't breathe. Make sure you eat right after you train. That will get you results. That will get you results, however, so will eating grilled chicken out of Tupperware. But we have lives, people. We got weddings to go to, birthday parties, bar and bat mitzvahs, communions. Sunday fun day. Speaking of, I don't think Jenny and I will be going out drinking this Sunday. Jenny has to study. She's got a test on Monday. Unless I decide to ditch her and go out drinking on my own. Oh. We're too old to go out and get drunk during football on a Sunday? How's that possible? How does it even have an age? If you just walked in, I'm eating a giant McRib. I weigh 200 pounds. I'm 6'2". There's nothing special in his diet. Believe me, save your money. All right, let's just block. Hey, the guy who said there's nothing special in my diet, all my members would agree with that. There's nothing special in your diet because you don't even know what my diet is. So I'm going to block you and say bye. It's true. Life is too short not to live, Stephen. It's so funny how, like, trolls get so mad. There's nothing special there, trust me. Alright. I'm not salty. I'm just not going to sit here while some guy lies about my business that he doesn't know about. That's like saying I'm not actually eating a giant loaf of bread with a rack of boneless ribs on it. There's many factors involved, Nikki. I do sit down all day for the most part. But when I do train, I burn a lot of calories. Part of it is through proper intake and nutrition, which I've been doing for the longest time. So, when you're dieting, your metabolism starts to slow down a little bit. The faster you lose, the faster you lose body weight, the faster your metabolism is going to slow down. Oh. If you're dieting, your metabolism is going to slow down, no matter what. When you're maintaining and or gaining, right now I'm just pretty much maintaining, you can bring your metabolism back up. Intermittent fasting does increase your metabolism a tiny, tiny bit. Excuse me. Nothing crazy. But diligently managing your intake over time, the way I teach you guys, is what will keep it up. And there will be a metabolic repair program on the Blake diet for that's one factor, Nikki. That is one factor. But one of the biggest factors is how you're managing your intake. Because if you're not doing things right, you can slow down your metabolism pretty easily. And as I said before, I don't have this special metabolism. I've crashed on... I was saying before you walked in the stream, I've crash dieted on 1,500 calories while burning like 1,000 a day on top of that. Basically netting 500 calories a day, and destroyed my metabolism in the past. Destroyed it. That was when I was skinny fat. And that didn't last that long. Because I gained all the weight I lost back pretty quickly. I got discouraged. I lost a bunch of muscle. I decided I looked like shit and gave up on dieting for a year. And the next time around, the next time I lost weight, then I learned how to do things properly. I went at a normal speed. We have a lot of people here from Iran. $4,000 calories in one meal. Isn't that the same thing as eating 1,200 calories 3 times a day? Well, number one, your math is off. Because that would be 3,600 calories. You mean like 1,333 calories? 0.3? 3. Check that out. Check that out. But when that varies. That varies greatly, Adam, and the reason why is it depends on the temperature I cook everything else at. Like, whatever else is in the oven, that's the bread temperature. How did I know I was doing something wrong? I lost basically most of my muscle. I had man tits, and I was freaking skinny fat. I looked like complete shit. And at first, here's the thing. At first, I didn't know I was headed that route. At first, I'm like, I'm just watching the number on the scale drop. I'm like, yeah, fucking killing it. I was losing weight so fast. I was 30 years old, acting like a young kid again. Picking up like 21-year-old chicks. I thought I was awesome because the scale was going down so fast. And then it set in. Then eventually set in when I realized I looked like shit. And a few people told me, they're like, you lost like all your muscle, man. You're kind of flabby too. Like, some honest people. And me looking in the mirror at the time, I could not disagree at all. '21 is the best year to start? Oh, for picking up chicks? I was going to say, as for weight loss, the best year to start is when you're ready. Or when you need to lose weight. No, this whole diet is to not get hungry. Like everybody has misconceptions about it. If you're doing this diet properly, you no longer get hungry like people who eat all day. And when you do eat, your meal shits all over them. Your meal literally pulls up, rolls up like, you get out of the car and you just basically take a dump on the hood of their car. That's basically this diet in a nutshell. I don't know a better way to explain it. You're listening to other people complaining, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. I'm like, oh my God, I'm hungry. When you can relate because you remember you used to get hungry. But the longer you do this, it's really annoying to listen to people say, I'm hungry, I need to eat. And you're with them and you want to just go do something else. It's like, yo, we can eat later. Jesus, we're freaking having fun.
anybody who's doing this diet and hangs out with other people, you're out, you're drinking, you're doing something, you're going somewhere, you're driving somewhere, and the other people need to stop and eat. You're going to be pissed. No, but you probably won't even eat with them. You can, but you probably won't. I mean, if it's good food, cool. Appreciate it, Zay. Appreciate it. So, like, that's what I'm saying. All the reasons why people think you shouldn't do fasting are the reasons why you should. They think you'll get fat if you eat carbs after dark and go to sleep. Meanwhile, you're eating carbs after dark and losing weight. Well, that's what I do, Steven. Like, I eat when I've done everything else I've wanted to do, and I'm going to sit down and enjoy it. And when I see people scarfing down food at traffic lights, or eating in their car, like, really quick, like, I try to count the calories they just wasted. Like, one traffic light, I watched somebody waste around 250 calories. And maybe her daily allowance was like, to lose weight was like 1,200. And she just in one traffic light wasted 10% of her daily calories. And if she's doing that, what do you think the rest of her day's like? Who said you had to eat at midnight? Nobody said you had to eat at midnight. I said that's when I like to eat. He's like, I just want to go to Starbucks with people. First of all, you can do my diet and eat at Starbucks with your friends. But I think you can find a better place to eat than Starbucks. Come on now. You want to pay like $15 for friggin' 2 hard-boiled eggs and a cracker, and they call it like a protein packed breakfast or some shit. And like 3 grapes. You know they sell that shit. It's like 2 hard-boiled eggs, a cracker, and like 3 grapes. $9. Or you could get like one 600-calorie muffin. You could blow half your day on a muffin. You know, as Seinfeld said, a muffin can be very filling. And it can be, but... there's a reason why. You said you want to know, but I see your comment. I just saw that comment. Yeah, I'm sorry. This isn't Eat 5 cookout trays. That's disgusting. But how many chicken nuggets can you eat? This diet is getting the proper nutrients with the foods you enjoy in 1 or 2 massive meals when you want to. To no longer get hungry. And manage your weight easily. That's this diet. Oh, man. Ooh. Hell yeah. I got some veggies. I might as well finish. I can't cut. My finger's still fucked up.